Right now, Kim-Terrell in the lead. Honeychurch trailing by 17. She'll be stepping up in the 6th frame. Just had that washout, that open frame. Kathy, a good attempt at it. Didn't take it out, though. Darlene, while you're still with us, get out your crystal ball. What does the future hold for sport bowling?
Well, I think it's continual evaluation of the requirements for sport bowling. There have already been some changes thanks to the feedback we've received from the PWBA, the PBA, and those that have participated. So that's going to continue and make sure that it really does stay a challenge and that it is something that can help bring back the credibility of the sport and promotion, and try to get as many people involved as we can and hope that they realize that sport bowling really is the challenge that a bowler needs to help improve their game.
And if that's not where you want to go, recreational bowling, the standard league bowling is still available everywhere. This is an option for people. This
is an option for the members of ABC and WIBC. The standard shot on the regular leagues are still out there. It's not being taken away at all.
Cara Honeychurch with a balk actually was distracted by something down the lane. Still trailing by 17, but with a strike here, she can take it to 7. Important shot. It didn't even look that bad. I didn't think it was going that high.
That was a much better shot. Now she might have adjusted. I'm sure she did, because remember she washed out the previous shot on lane 13. But it looks good there. Definitely didn't get it out as far left as she did before. Just comes up a little high, leaves the 6-7. That's a bad break. She didn't deserve that.
Well, Darlene, for people that want to find out more about joining or forming a sport bowling league, how do they go about it?
Well, you can go on the web, sportbowling.com, or there is a link on bowl.com, or you can call 800-514-BOWL, extension 3400, or you can ask your proprietor about starting a sport bowling league, or if they have any already established that you can join.
Okay, and I hope people do try it, and they're not always the same. As sport bowling is parameters. It's not a specific condition. It can be different in different houses.
That's right. That's one of the things a lot of people still don't understand. Sport bowling is not one particular type of pattern. You can adjust the lengths. You can adjust the amount of oil out there. It has to be a 2-to-1 ratio, and that's what really makes the big difference compared to a standard house shot. And the conditions of the lanes, synthetics or wood, makes a difference on how they carry too. And that's what makes it so good, to be able to really develop your skills and get better.
So Kim-Terrell continues to be perfect, at least on the scoreboard, on the right lane, lane 14. And lane 13 has not struck yet. Kathy, I know a lot of the women bowlers have said, as well as you, I think, and many others, that it has actually made them better bowlers, the professionals even, the sport bowling.
Definitely on the professional level, men and women. If anyone doesn't feel that it made them a better bowler, I feel they're missing the boat. Because you're going to have to withstand the 150s and the 160 games on any condition. But the sport bowling condition definitely overall made everyone a better bowler, because it improved your spare game, because you were shooting at more spares. And then when you got on a shot that was more conducive to your A game, you whacked them, because you didn't have to, muddle around so much. You rose above to the next level because of sport bowling.
Cara Honeychurch with a much needed strike in the 8th frame. She's trailing by 29 pins. She could take it to 19 if she can double up in the 9th.
Cara is very basic and very simple. What we were talking about, what is so great about sport bowling. 4-step delivery, nice knee bend, nice straight arm swing. Another one who really gets through her shots, so her ball never really hooks early. And boy, is she accurate. She can hit a dime.
Oh, and a big break. Really had to have that strike.
She did, and I believe she moved a little right because of the split. Great shot between the 5 and between 5 and 10, the first and second arrow. Tripping out that 6 pin there at the end, but one of the better shots on lane 13 for her.
So Cara Honeychurch could strike out for 201. If that were to happen, the Dutch 200 pace that Kim-Terrell is on would not be enough. And now she doesn't strike on lane 14, leaving a 2 pin. Though she had struck every time, as you said, she really wasn't completely lined up on that lane. A couple of Brooklyns to get her through. But right now she'll need to spare this up and step up in the 10th. She'll need a double to shut out Cara Honeychurch.
You know, we bowled on the sport condition last year. And when I went home and bowled in league and we bowled on the sport condition, people were amazed. I still shot 650, 660 for 3 games. But I had so much practice on it.
Right.
And that's what was so amazing, was it really did make you a better bowler, because then when you go and you see it somewhere else that you're not accustomed to seeing it, it relaxed you. It wasn't so difficult. But that you want to have that, you want to be able to get that out of it.
Absolutely.
And doesn't carry the 10 out. She needed the first 2 strikes in order to shut out Honeychurch. So Cara Honeychurch will have an opportunity when she steps up.
Once again, Jan, these games are changing hands right at the end. Really nice shot by Kim. Comes up just a little light, but light's been carrying better for Kim. She still leaves the 10 pin.
Spares it up. And get as much wood as she can and sit down and wait. Nothing she can do. Darlene, while we have a minute, I want to thank you for being with us and coming up and kind of sharing the inside scoop on sport bowling.
Well, thanks so much for letting me be here. I really want a lot of people to realize that sport bowling is something that's for anybody, not just the higher average bowlers, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and help do that.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming out, and it'll be interesting to watch and see what happens. You're going to stay down there and watch the championship match.
You bet I am.
So Kim-Terrell finishes up with a score of 197. Cara Honeychurch will need a double and 7 pins to defeat Kim-Terrell. Not to be today for Cara Honeychurch.
She looked a little off on that too when she started. It seemed as though she took a little extra time, and then it looked as though she was a little late when she got started. And the result is you pull through and you go high.
Well, and she's probably not quite as sharp as she would have been, because I don't think she got as much bowling in as she wanted to with not being well over the last few weeks.
We'll be seeing more of Cara, though. I could guarantee it.
Oh, did she take the tour by storm? Rookie of the Year and then runner-up to Player of the Year the following year, with 4 titles last season. Kim-Terrell survives that match with a score of 197 to 178. When we come back, we'll bring you more on sport bowling in this week's WIBC Extra Frames.